It's time. 32 votes now bring us to 2 finalists for Top Play of the Year. We will crown a champion and award 1 million VC, along with some amazing prizes. Bring on the final vote. The winner of seasons 1 through 3 was Tracy McGrady in the theater, launching for a 360 slam with their launch day build. An amazing play from the early days of NBa2k25. And the winner from seasons 4 through 6 was Greatness 1221 in the theater. After downing a defender, rises up and rotates. You can't stop the ball if it's spinning all around. 1 million VC is on the line. It's voting time. Is it a new favorite or maybe a play you've boosted through every vote? All year long, your submissions have been outstanding. We look forward to announcing the winner during the 2K TV Awards. Congrats, and thank you to everyone who participated. It's been a pleasure to announce. We'll see you next time.
If you're enjoying the NBA playoffs and want to recreate the action yourself, NBA 2K is the place to be.
That's right. Located within My League and My NBA eras, the playoffs allows you to fully customize a 16-team NBA bracket. You can play in the current postseason bracket or mix things up and add any team to join the fun. Whether it's a current roster, all-time, or classic, this playoff bracket is entirely up to you.
You can control multiple teams and change the settings however you like. A one-game NBA Finals to determine the winner? Done.
Check out this mode next time in NBA 2K25 and see how your playoff bracket shakes out.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the Washington Wizards taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Now, here's Poole. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Sarr out there with George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Coulibaly in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. Hits the 3-point bomb. Abdul-Jabbar's got the opening basket of the game for the Lakers. Middleton on the wing. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Los Angeles' head coach gave me a few minutes. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Middleton following the 3-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Yep, that one goes.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Poole driving in, and Shaq pulls it down. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. 4-point game. Johnson can't get it to go. And here are the Wizards now. Pass to Sarr. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Inside, here's Coulibaly. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively.
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Middleton following the shot by Kareem.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Koulibaly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Johnson kicks it to West. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And so in control of the game. West keeping the defense off balance with that pass.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. It's rebounded by Johnson. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for L.A. 6-point lead. Lakers passing it around. Shaq passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's West from the arc. Outside, Kobe. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Kobe's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Some changes for the Lakers. Bronny's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Baylor comes in for West, and it's Goodrich in for Magic Johnson. Pass to Carrington. 1:30 left here in the opening quarter. Kispert wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Baylor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now the Wizards with it. Smart with the ball. Guarded now by Shaq. Nice shot by Smart.
I tell you, it's not often, but Marcus Smart working the pick and roll, effective in that particular instance.
Trains the three-pointer.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Carrington. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Goodrich. Kicks it out to Bryant. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Kobe's got 14.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Lakers leading by 10. Left side, Bryant for the three. And another three for the Lakers.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want. And defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The three. Drills it from outside. Kobe's got 20 points.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Los Angeles on top, up by 16. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Saar. Jordan Poole is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's George, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Here's Middleton on the money with the shot from the left block. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
No question Middleton can produce. He puts in a big effort on offense, and it shows on the scoreboard. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Johnson, that's for 2. Shaq passes to Abdul-Jabbar. George with the steal. Coulibaly, no good. Los Angeles leading by 20. Kobe, that's for 2. And again, it's the Lakers.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Washington calls timeout. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Chamberlain's checked in for Shaq.
Give them some love.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Poole with it. Still without a basket. Here's Middleton. Here's Coulibaly. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
The 3 from Bryant. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Bryant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Poole. So it's the Wizards now. Chamberlain brings the double team.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Shot to stop the run, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the pass to West. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Washington ball.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Saar, and Saar throws it down.
And at 7'1", Saar makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Chamberlain, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Count it.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Pass to Saar. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Kobe. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, we just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
Washington calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
T-shirt time.
Position changes. Gasol comes in for Chamberlain, and it's Baylor in for Bryant. Here's Champagny. Nothing on the board. Tipped away. Fast break, the Lakers. Gasol is doubled, and that one drops.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Baylor against Bay. The shot's good from Kispert. Kispert's got 5 now.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
They get it back. Gasol lays it up off the glass.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
And Gasol sends it back. And it's Abdul-Jabbar atop the key. From deep, Johnson. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 3rd assist on the night. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And slam dunk by Smart.
I'll tell you cannot give Marcus Smart that much room because he will throw it down. He puts his vertical to excellent use.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully to the left side wing. Johnson, that's for 2. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Los Angeles on top as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. His three-point stroke was a thing of beauty. He was very consistent, knocked down 7 total, giving the defense nightmares out there. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
And over to Shaq now. He'll take on the Wizards.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
West is out there with Johnson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And there's Bryant. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the force score. That's the Laker 5.
Jerry West. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Lakers. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Kobe Bryant, 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Passes to West. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. For three, Kobe hits it from three-point range. Bryant's got two now from beyond the arc in the thirds for Los Angeles. And now, running up the court, West pushing it up. And Sarr pulls it down. So it's Washington now. Poole on the wing. And that one is good.
Jordan Poole.
Poole's got his first points of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Goodrich is checked in.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Coming into the floor.
Pass to Poole.
Gail Goodrich.
Again, the Wizards score. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And here's Kobe for three. Offensive rebound. Bryant on the wing. That's in. Coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got his sixth assist on the night. Now, Coulibaly. West with the steal. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kobe kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
This one for three. Kobe, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shaq kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely as well.
It's stolen by West. And it's the Lakers on the break. And here they go. Here's Kobe. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Kobe's got 39. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, George.
2 minutes.
Will it go? Lakers with the rebound. Shaq's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Goodrich. For three, Kobe. It's rebounded by Poole. And the Wizards with possession. Over Goodrich. And Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Bryant. And it's West in the corner. That's in. Coming off the assist from O'Neal. West has got 9.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Shaq. LeBron comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Worthy subbed in for Kobe. Smart with the ball. Gasol covering. Smart misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Offensive rebound. Smart. No good again that time. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
And the pass to James. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Worthy, no good. Bay kicks to Smart.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. You might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for your Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
Here's Bay. Off target with that shot. And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Johnson, Rashawn Holmes out there with Kispert. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Bay in at the three. Baylor drives in, and he banks in the layup. Baylor's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Johnson. Here's Holmes. No good. Good work defensively by Worthy. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Davis with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Davis down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Davis. And it's Goodrich in for Baylor. And a switcher also for Washington. Smart's checked in. Brogdon the pass to Bay. Smart pitch to Brogdon. Down low. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
From deep, Gasol buries the long-range jumper.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Brogdon. Outside for Smart. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Well, it doesn't get any prettier than a corner three. Marcus Smart would agree on that one.
Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Mikan. Back to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Brogdon outside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, the dribble drive from Malcolm Brogdon is one of the key aspects to balance that pretty perimeter game. What a nice move.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Mikan. And the Lakers tack on two more.
George Mikan.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson up top, covered by Worthy. That one drops for him.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Johnson kicks it over to Worthy. On the wing, Goodrich. There's the three. Rebounded by Smart. Brogdon outside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Wow, Malcolm Brogdon doing work off the dunk. That is nice.
And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. From deep, Johnson. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And stolen by Goodrich. Passes it to Worthy. Johnson with it. Fires from deep. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Lakers.
And I really like to see Gasol go up with the shot immediately after getting the pass. Shows how much confidence he has in himself.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort, making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
They double-team Brogdon. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And it's Holmes with the extra effort.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's Goodrich missing. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the middle, here's Bay. That one, no good. Worthy with the defensive effort. Count it.
And with Gasol, he feels comfortable shooting from any area of the court. If you give him space, he'll torch you.
Smart passes to Bay, and the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Bay against LeBron. From 13, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fires the three. It falls.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Thanks for being a part.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow.